So in today's video guys, we're gonna have a look at a brand which mainly brings us just running shoes. But in today's video we're gonna have a look at their first release for a pair of lifestyle shoes, which it seems that it's gonna borrow some elements from trail and road running shoes. Hello guys, and welcome back for a brand new review. If you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing and also giving me a like. It will really help out the channel. As I said earlier, in today's video we're gonna have a look at a pair of shoes which will be a lifestyle one, and this one comes from this brand which mainly brings us just running shoes. So let's go ahead and start with the box guys, which as you can see it's coming in this very nice blue color, which will have written Hoka here on top of the lid in this white color. And as you can see, this one will open sideways, which to be honest I didn't see in any other brands, so most definitely this is a very nice box. So let's go ahead and take the shoes out guys, which in my opinion it's looking quite nice. So this one will be called the Hoka 11 Elevon X. So even though I didn't drop any review for this brand yet guys, it seems that at least according to other videos out there, this brand is bringing mostly just running shoes, which they're actually quite good. But it seems that this brand is now trying to bring us also a pair of lifestyle shoes, and this one will be crafted from smooth no-buck leather, and it will be equipped with a full-length P-back plate for a good stability, alongside the TPU heel counter for support. So in today's video we're gonna have a look at this Elevon X, which will borrow a lot of elements from road running and trail running shoes coming from this brand. But most definitely this is not gonna look too close to any of their previous releases. But I need to admit that for the retail price of just £170 we are getting quite decent materials. We're also gonna have a very lightweight midsole as well. But at least for me personally, it doesn't have the best design out there, but I would say that for their first release for a pair of lifestyle shoes, this one is not that bad. So let's go ahead and also do a small breakdown of this one guys. So as you can see, for this upper we're gonna have a mix of a few materials. Starting here at the front of the tobo section, we're gonna have this gray no-buck material, which will be present on top of the tobo section and also on the sides, which will also cover this mesh material in this white color. And this no-buck material will also be present here for the top part of this top section of the shoe, where we're also gonna have a lot of perforation holes to give it some breathability. So these perforation holes will be present on both medial and lateral side. Then just underneath this no-buck material we're also gonna have some white leather material as well, which has a very simple design. And finishing here at the back of the shoe, we're gonna have the same mesh material as the one used here at the front of the tobo section. So this mesh will cover most of this heel section and just above it. And as you can see, for this heel section we're also gonna have this TPU heel counter support in this gray color, which will also have this Hoka logo on the lateral side. As in for the actual lacing system guys, for this one we're gonna have these loops, which will be tucked down under these walls. So this lacing system will keep in place these rope style laces in this white color, which are looking quite nice. And underneath these laces we're gonna have a very well padded tongue in this white color, which has a very nice mesh on top. We're also gonna have this white leather towards the top of the tongue as well, which will also keep in place this very nice pull tab, which will also be present here at the back of the heel section as well. Then going inside of the shoe guys, for this one I'm gonna have this very nice lining in this white color, which underneath will have a decent amount of padding. And also at the bottom we're gonna have this gray foam insole, which feels actually quite soft to the touch and also underfoot. And this one also have this Hoka logo imprinted here at the heel section in this turquoise colorway. So now guys, we can go to this dual density foam midsole, which will come in this white and off-white colorway, which for sure looks actually quite chunky and very high as well. As you can see here towards the heel section, we're also gonna have this P-backs plate, which will give it a bit of rigidity. But at least for me personally, guys, as it's the first time wearing a pair of Hokas, I really feel that this heel section it's much more squishier than the front part of the shoe. For sure, I would have preferred to have this squishiness for the full length, but the design looks actually quite nice with this wavy pattern. So now guys, we can finish with this rubber outsole in this black color, which in my opinion has a very thin material, which I would say that will actually wear down quite fast. I might be mistaken, but it really feels like it. So between these rubber pads, we're also gonna have these grooves, which will expose the two types of foam materials underneath, and also this P-backs plate, which will also have this Hoka lettering. As in for the actual sizing, guys, for me, as I'm wearing in most of the shoes an UK 10, for this one I had to go to UK 10.5, and that's because it seems that this model is coming only in half sizes, and for sure I didn't want to risk it by going to the half size down. So for this one I went with a 10.5 UK, which I really feel that even though I went up, it's still quite snug. Most definitely I would advise you to go with the next available size up, comparing with your normal sizing. So overall guys, this latest release coming from Hoka for this Elevon X, in my opinion it's looking quite decent, and it also brings quite good materials as well, I would say, which for today it was a mix of leather and nubuck material. We also had some mesh material here at the front and also at the heel. For sure I feel that the padding for this pair of shoes it's actually quite a good one, and I would say that even this midsole it's quite decent as well. But as I said earlier, this heel section feels that it's going to be much more squishier than the front part of the midsole, so I'm not entirely sure if this is something which Hoka usually releases or maybe it's just for this model. But I really feel that the overall comfort for this one is not that great, even though this midsole it's quite decent. In the same time also the sizing it's quite strange. As I said earlier, these ones are coming only in half sizes, so most definitely you'll need to go with the next available size up. For sure you shouldn't go down, but I would say that for their first release for a pair of lifestyle shoes, this is not that bad. And as I said earlier, at least for me personally, as I have skinny feet, these ones are feeling quite chunky and also quite wide, but I guess for some people these ones will be just perfect. So yeah guys, this was my unboxing and reviewing of this brand new release coming from Hoka for this 1/1 Elevon X. I really hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you did, don't forget to press the like button, maybe also subscribe to the channel. You can also give me a follow on Instagram and TikTok to see exactly what I'm gonna review in the next few days. Of course, if you want to have a look at any of my latest reviews, you can choose from any of the videos which you have now on the screen. And as always, I'll see you in my next one. Thanks for watching!